is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running. And when these meet, generally speaking, sparks fly. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, someone I really like, Peter, is Lautaro Martinez. The graft, the energy, the dynamism. He's got all those properties we expect from South American forwards. And he's also someone who's quite happy to drop back, whether to receive the ball.
It's Asif! A real chance and a real let-off.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Out to the right. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Kicked out brilliantly. That looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop.
Please like and share kare do na sare
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And it's hoisted clear. And now they can spring out of oh, he's been caught napping. Played out towards the right wing. Played back in. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. That's been intercepted. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And the pass is intercepted. Played into space out wide. Can he finish? Goal! Forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
He's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And another try! Goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. Won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Throw it. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. That pass isn't the best. Looking to play it in. Oh, he's found support out wide. Showing good feet. Saka. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. That looks a good ball through. There's no flag. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, nicely intercepted. Now it's Bale. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And they've got rid.
2 minutes has been indicated.
And now they can clear their lines. They're back in possession and ready to go again. This one through. And we've reached half-time. So your views on the first half?
Well, Peter, 2-0. You're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Well, it's been a proper derby star, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Batistuta. And he was alert to it. Pickford with the clearance. Howson has got himself a free kick. Azar. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Stojkovic. Azar. And he's been shifted off it. Hazard was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And it's Stojkovic. Ambitious ball here.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
No, again there's no way through. Stojkovic will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Rijkaard. Threads one in. Hazard is in a really good position out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Danger averted for now. Great ball, and he's Beckham! Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Played into space. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And now a sudden chance to counter. Batistuta picks it up out wide. And he's managed to get rid and claimed it back swiftly. Stojkovic. That has not gone well. And it's Stojkovic. Now there's a... Can he finish? Relentless! Just relentless! And they are pulling clear here. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
A case now of complete control.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Hazard, and that interception. Time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Messi claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. The end of the game.
That is a superb.
Everything very much to play for. Win this one and they're going up. Incentives do not come much simpler or sweeter than that one. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So that's got things underway. Batistuta wins the duel this time. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. And a chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully. Yeah, very good job. He positioned himself there.
There's the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And Batistuta! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Barcelona are looking to go forward now. He's got away. That is good alertness. And now the breakaway. Cannavaro was in no mood for any of that. And it's Bellingham. Now that looks a decent ball. No goals as yet. Rijkaard. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Messi. That has ended up in no man's land. Somewhat off target, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Serginho, Azar, now that's well seen too. Stojkovic tries to play it through, played right into his path. He's had a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Out to the right. Stojkovic. Great vision. Oh, what has happened here? This is Batistuta. Now Otto. He's shifting through the gears here. This is their second corner of the game. He's got goal. Dispatched clinically. And with that, they take a giant step towards the promised land. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
They still can't get carried away. They haven't been promoted just yet.
The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. There's the whistle for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments. 1-0 at the break. And we're off again. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Can he get on the end of this? And Batistuta! They've done it! And there's the goal they've been looking for. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Hangs in a cross. That has been knocked clear. Played back in.
Bellingham really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Batistuta. Stojkovic. And that could set him on his way. Picked out brilliantly. And the finish! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Eder Militao is there, and he can pick it up. No, again, there's no way through.
Beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Threads one in. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Shapes to shoot! Another big chance that gets away.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Well, they scored their first goal from a corner. What about now? Terrific header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Corner number 4 coming up here. Just not quite happening for him just now. Barcelona can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Number 5, Bellingham. Coming on the field.
Now it's Messi. He's picked his way through. Serginho does really well to win the ball there. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Diogo Costa breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And it's Serginho. Takes a shot! Well, jeopardy does remain here. There have been numerous notable cases of teams throwing it away. David Villa! Stojkovic, nicely intercepted. That's rather hopeful. And he's managed to get rid. Throw it. Good chance here. Keeper's not concerned by that. 4 extra minutes added on. That has been slung wide. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Azar. Van Bouten makes the interception. And we're done. A win, a triumph, a time to crank up the music, charge the glass. This is going to be
ভাই
quite
যদি
a
কেউ খেলতে
party.
চান তাহলে ইনভাইট দিতে পারেন।
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim? Well,
I think this has to be one of the sternest tests they have faced as a team. Promotion. And you have to give full credit for the way everyone responded to this. They knew how big this was, how much it meant to the team, and went
Gomez bhai,
and
thank you,
got it in the
thank
best
you.
way possible. Now comes the difficult
Brother,
task
thank
in
you.
planning ahead.
so just time for me to say to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
We are glad to inform you that today's match day programs are available from stands located by the gates. I'm sure they will make
ইনভাইট দিবি ইয়া করবি বুঝছিস? বুঝ আরে বানা না মামা, আমার এই যে কমেন্টে ইয়া দিতেই থাক। ভাই এখন একটা হচ্ছে কাস্টমের জন্য একটা ফ্রেন্ড হচ্ছে যে ইনভাইট করলো, তো তাই কাস্টমটা খেলবো। আপনারাও চাইলে কাস্টম খেলতে পারেন, ফ্রেন্ডলি ম্যাচ। ভাই চ্যানেলটাকে সাবস্ক্রাইব এন্ড লাইক করে দিবেন ভাই, ছোট ভাইয়ের পাশে থাকবেন। ভাই ছোট ভাই চ্যানেলটাকে সাবস্ক্রাইব এন্ড লাইক করে পাশে থাকবেন ভাই। আপনারা সাপোর্ট করলেই তো ভালো লাগে ভাই, লাইক করতে আরো ভালো লাগে। একটা রুম ম্যাচ খেলবো, তো তার জন্য হচ্ছে একটু ওয়েট করতেছি। নেটটা ছেড়ে দিলে তো নেটটা খুলে লাগা তো নেটটা খুলে লাগা
মানাস নেই হলো
ঢুকছে চলে যাবে কি হয়েছে তোর বাইরে আবার ঢুকতো ঢুক না
করে ঢুকছে
আরে সার্ভার আপডেট দিতেছে আমার কোনো এখন আপডেট দেওয়া আচ্ছা কেউ আমাকে হচ্ছে কমেন্টে বলবেন যারা হচ্ছে এই ফুটবল খেলেন এখন কি সার্ভার আপডেট দিতেছে না নেট তো আছে সার্ভারে কি বলবো না দেখছি ঠিক আছে ঠিক আছে
লাইভে কয়জন
মারলে দেখি 100 প্লাস হয়ে গেছে 2 জন 25 জন 26 জন 30 জন করে আসে
এরকম হয়ে গেল
এখন 3 জন আছে দেখতে একটা তো 2 জন প্রায় একজন প্রথম থেকে দেখতে লাস্ট টাইমটা ভাবতে আছে চিকেন
চাপার ওদিকে মানে কি গরম লাগে
আমাদের দিকে তো নতুন কোন ইভেন্ট যেন দিল
নাকি আমি
হ্যাঁ ওকে না না এটা তো সাইড থাকে দাঁড়া করতো আমাদের আগে করতো
গেলাম
সব আমি
গেলাম
না আর কিছু করা লাগবে না দেখা করতো
ওটা 30 32 87 34
চলতে গিস
30 32 87 34
তুই কোন টিম নিয়েছিস
Welcome to those who have have joined us all here on a beautiful clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and and Batistuta! Kaka. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Ribery. And this is Messi. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Brandt. Kaka in the side, just about as box office as it gets.
Yeah, I totally agree. He, in many ways, the blueprint of the modern-day number 10, lauded for his simple and very graceful style of play. Really is a player who has the lot.
You come to again, Foden! Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Played out to the left flank. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Saka. Hazard. Now it's Messi. They're battling for the right to play in the early stages. No, that's been intercepted. Stojkovic. Short changes him with that pass. Now it's Messi. Now it's Messi.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Still goalless at the moment. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now, can they get him away? He's going for goal! Now it's Messi. Foden. And it's Messi. And he's intervened well there. Right card. Well timed, excellent interception. Ribery. Saka aims beyond the defence. Here's Rodri. Stojkovic. That has not gone well. Batistuta, and he shoots! He's done very well to get to that.
Batistuta clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Terrific header! Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Hazard.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Jimenez is there and he can get that clear. And Batistuta! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Hazard. And that has been cleared. They've got a corner here. Corner number 2 then. And he's gone looking for safety. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. And he's managed to get free. That's a little loose. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. And it's Batistuta. Knocks it into space. And this is Batistuta. Great ball and he's in here.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
Azar! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Jimenez with the clearance. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Van Dijk has got himself a free kick. Half-time getting close now. And here's Messi. And that has been clubbed away. Kaka. And here's Brandt. And he's lost his man here. And Ribery! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. Defending of the desperate variety. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that interception. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, we've seen a lot of willing accompanied by a fair amount of waste, so they've both got to tidy up their scoring act.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Stojkovic! Oh, that was no routine save.
Stojkovic actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Looking to him in. He's away. And Messi! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Alexander-Arnold. Rodri. Saka. Ribery.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Rodri. That is a little undercooked. He won't be happy with that one. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Messi. He can run onto that. Oh, that's fabulous. Now, can he find a finish? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Now it's Messi. That has been swung wide. Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that is expertly dealt with. Messi. And still we await the first breakthrough. Oh, well measured. This interception, his positioning was spot on. And he thumps it clear. Ribery. Van Dijk. This is Messi. Rijkaard. Oh no, this does not look good. Foden! Trying. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Both must have been hit by a flash of doubt then. He complicated what looked like an easy opportunity.
Van Dijk. And it's Rodri. Rodri. Stojkovic. This is Batistuta. Ribery. Oh, that was vital. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And Messi! It's a pretty loose pass. Now this could be a chance! Really well taken goal. And late in the day, a telling moment.
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up. Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Substitution for Inter. Number 10, Phil Foden. Number 4.
Both sides then taking this chance to their benches.
Number 20.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Back in possession and ready to go again. That's a sharp pass. That's really well manoeuvred. Mbappe!
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
That has been cut short. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. That is good alertness. Foden plays a sharp little ball here. Kaká. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Hazard. And that has put paid to that. Kaká. Applies the finish. Oh, that wasn't far away.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
The final 5 minutes. And he's managed to get rid. Has a look and plays it forward. Kaká.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And it's Brandt. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
There will be 1 minute added.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And that is that. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, this game looked to have 0-0 written all over it.
গলতিটা চিল্লে জানি ভালো আছে কি আছে হবে বলে আমার কি কি গোলগুলো সেভ করে দিল রেডি দে সবাই খেলে না তো। হুম? হুম। তুমি দেখছো?
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And that interception, he's had a shot! It's there!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he's hungry for more.
A finish of great intelligence. He just understood, and he executed so smoothly.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Inter Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Couldn't squeeze it through. Batistuta. Batistuta! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Looking for a runner. And this is Batistuta. And he's really put himself on the line here. It's their second corner of the game. It's a mighty effort! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. He's found the way through. Oh, that's neat. Caicedo has it out wide and in space. Stojkovic clears. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Now it's Batistuta. Threads one in. Oh, played right into his path. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.